Hello everyone, how are you today? I am your teacher Jem Raymond and today we are going to discuss your week 8 lesson. And for this week class, we will discuss your module 7 in Science 6 entitled Construct a Model of the Solar System.
Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Tutorial by Sir Raymond. My name is Mr. Jem Raymond Chen, Master Teacher 2 from Escalante Central Elementary School. Click like and share if this video tutorial helps you. Don't forget to click subscribe below to keep updated for my future tutorial. For your suggestions, especially on the topic for my next tutorial, please leave your comment below. Hope you learned something in my video lessons for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Stay home and stay safe.
And our objective for this week is to construct a model of solar system showing the relative sizes of the planets and the relative distances from the sun. Now before we proceed, let us answer first the what I know part of your module. Number 1. Nathan is making a model of the solar system. Which planet in the diagram are not in its proper order? A. Earth and Venus. B. Mercury and Earth. C. Saturn and Jupiter. Or letter D. Uranus and Neptune. The correct answer is, yes, it's Venus and Earth. Nagkabaliktad ang kanilang posisyon. Dapat, ang sunod sa Mercury ay Venus. At saka sunod ng Venus ay Earth. So, nagkabaliktad ang posisyon nilang dalawa. Kaya mali yan. Number 2. How does a solar system model help us? A. They show which planet are rocky. B. They show how to go to other planets. C. They show which planet are colorful. Or letter D. They show the relative size and distance of the planet. What do you think? Yes, the solar system help us to determine the relative size and distance of the planets. Number 3. Which of the following are the inner planets of the solar system? A. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. B. Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn. C. Neptune, Uranus, Earth, and Mars. Or letter D. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Yes, very good. The correct answer is letter A. Inner planets include Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Number 4. Which planet in figure 1 represents the Earth? A. B. B. C. C. D. Or letter D. E. So, alin dito ang nagre-represent ng planet Earth? Yes, ito. No? Pangatlong planet from the Sun. It's letter B. Number 5. In figure 1, which planet represents Neptune? A. E. B. F. C. G. Or letter D. H. Alin dyan ang planet Neptune? Yes, Neptune is the last or the farthest planet from the Sun. So that's letter D. So H, no? Yung H na to ang nagre-represent ng planet Neptune. Number 6. Which of the following is the center of the solar system? Ano yung sentro or gitna ng solar system? A. Sun. B. Jupiter. C. Asteroid. Or letter D. Mercury. Yes, it's the Sun. That's why it is called solar system. Solar comes from the Latin word sol, which means sun, because the Sun is the center of the system. Number 7. Which of the following is the largest planet in the solar system? A. Earth. B. Saturn. C. Jupiter. Or letter D. Neptune. Yes, it's letter C. Jupiter. Number 8. Which of the following is fourth planet from the Sun? A. Mars. B. Earth. C. Venus. Or letter D. Jupiter. Pang-apat na planeta from the Sun. Yes, it's Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun, and it is also called a red planet. Number 9. Which of the following is the seventh planet in the solar system? Pang-pito naman. A. Earth. B. Jupiter, C. Uranus, or letter D. Neptune? Yes, it's letter C. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Number 10. Which of the following is the fourth largest planet in diameter? So, pang-apat na pinakamalaki na planeta. A. Earth, B. Jupiter, C. Uranus, or letter D. Neptune? Yes, it's Neptune, no? Yung Neptune ang pang-apat na pinakamalaking planeta sa solar system. This time, let's proceed to the what's in part of your module. There are 8 planets that travel around the sun, right? And also, this comprise our solar system. And the planets are held in orbit by the sun's gravity. Ang gravity ng sun class ang siyang dahilan kung bakit umiikot ang mga planeta around it. Now, there are 4 inner planets or terrestrial planets, right? They are called terrestrial planets because they resemble like that of the Earth, wherein all these planets have compact and rocky surface. Again, just like planet Earth. And they are relatively small but dense or massive. Maliliit na planeta ito pero mabibigat. Yan yung characteristics ng inner planets. The 4 outer planets are also called Jovian planets. They are called Jovian planets because they have relatively small but dense cores surrounded by a very massive layers of gases. Now, let us answer the questions in the what's in part of your module. Number 1, which planet in the solar system is closest to the sun? Ano yung pinakamalapit? Yes, it's planet Mercury. Very good. Number 2, which of the following is located in the outermost part of the solar system? Sa 4 na mga planetang ito, class, na nakikita nyo ngayon sa screen. Ano dyan ang pinakamalayo from the sun? Yes, it's planet Saturn. Very good. Number 3, what is the third planet from the sun? Mercury, Venus, Earth, or Mars? Yes, it's our planet Earth is the third planet from the sun. Number 4, which of the 4 planet has the hottest temperature? Sa 4 na planetang ito, class, ano ang pinaka-mainit na temperatura? Yes, ang planet Venus. Very good. Number 5, which is the largest planet in the solar system? Is it Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, or Neptune? Obviously, the answer is yes, Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. This time, let's proceed to the what's new part of your module. As you all know, the 8 planets in the solar system are Mercury, Venus, we have Earth, we have Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So the planets are classified into inner and outer planets, right? And the sun is the center of the solar system. The inner or the terrestrial planets include Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These inner planets have solid and are mostly made up of rocks and metal. These inner planets also don't have rings. And these are the planets that are closest to the sun. The outer planets or the Jovian planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are also called gas giants. These gas giants are so called because they are much larger than terrestrial or inner planets and are mostly made up of gas. All of these gas giant planets have rings. Now let's answer the questions in the what's new part of your module. Number 1. Which heavenly body do all planets in the solar system revolve? A. Sun, B. Pluto, C. Earth, or letter D. Asteroid? Yes, the center of the solar system is the Sun, where all the planets revolve. Number 2. Which of the following planets has prominent rings? A. Mars, B. Earth, C. Saturn, or letter D. Mercury? Yes, the answer is Saturn. Very good. Number 3. Which planet is between Venus and Mars? A. Venus, B. Earth, C. Jupiter, or letter D. Uranus? Yes, sa gitna ng Venus at Mars ay ang planet Earth. Very good. Number 4. Which planets are large and have rings? A. Planetarium, B. Solar system, C. Inner planets, or letter D. Outer planets? Yes, the outer planets have large planets with rings. Number 5. Which of the 4 planets below is an outer planet? A. Mars, B. Earth, C. Jupiter, or letter D. Mercury? Yes, it's Jupiter. Jupiter is an outer planet. Number 6. Which is the closest planet to the Sun? A. Mars, B. Earth, C. Jupiter, or letter D. Mercury? Yes, it's Mercury, the closest planet from the Sun. Number 7. Which of the 8 planets is farthest from the Sun? A. Mars, B. Earth, C. Neptune, or letter D. Mercury? Yes, it's Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. The planets in the solar system include Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and are divided into groups, right? We all know that these are divided into inner and outer planets. But you know what, class? During my elementary years, we are taught that the solar system has 9 planets. Nung elementary pa lang kami, elementary pa lang ako, ang tinuro sa amin, class, may 9 planets ang ating solar system. That included Pluto as major planets in the solar system. So before, class, Pluto is included as major planets in the solar system. But what happened? Why today we are only have 8 planets? Where is Pluto? Saan na napunta si Pluto? Nawala na lang ba bigla ang planet Pluto? Noon kasi, class, hindi pa masyadong accurate or definite ang definition ng isang planet. Medyo nagkakaiba-iba pa ang kahulugan ng planet noon. Planets before is described as anything that revolves around the sun. Pero ang kahulugan nito ay nagbago habang patuloy na dumadami ang nade-discover ng mga heavenly bodies. Now, because of these discoveries, that is why our astronomers decided to group these heavenly bodies into different classifications. Now, like, there are heavenly bodies named as asteroids, like Juno and Pallas. And also, we have group of heavenly bodies called dwarf planets, which include Ceres and Pluto. May mga asteroid kasi dati, class, na inakala nilang planet din. Habang dumadaan ang panahon, na-discover si Pallas, na-discover din si Juno, and other thousands similar heavenly bodies na parehong matatagpuan sa tinatawag nating asteroid belt. These asteroid belts can be found between Mars and Jupiter. Boundary ito ng inner at saka outer planets. Instead of adding more planets, our astronomers classify different heavenly bodies into different groups. Na mula noon, kune-question na talaga ang pagiging major planet ng Pluto considering maliit pa ito kaysa sa ating buwan or moon. At kune-question din ang orbit nito around the sun. Nagdaan ng panahon, astronomers discovered that Pluto was not alone in its orbit, just like Ceres. As we all know, Ceres is a dwarf planet also that could be found in the asteroid belt. May na-discover pa ang mga astronomers na pareho ang characteristics ng Pluto. they discovered Eris in the Kuiper Belt na mas malaki pa kaysa kay Pluto. They wondered, can we all consider this as major planets? That is why they conducted close scrutiny about Pluto and also the definition of a major planet. In August 2006 class, Pluto was declared as a dwarf planet only by the International Astronomical Union. The International Astronomical Union governs the international professional astronomical activities worldwide. So the IAU evaluated Pluto. They evaluated planet Pluto based on the characteristics of a true planet. Now, ano ba ang mga characteristics ng isang major planet? Major or true planet should orbit the sun, not the moon, enough mass to be round, and be able to clear orbit of debris. Yung pang-apat na karakteristik na tuklas ang siyang naging dahilan kung bakit hindi makakonsider ang planet Pluto na major planet. Ang Pluto kasi class was not able to clear its orbit of debris. This is why Pluto is demoted to being a dwarf planet. Clearing out debris means the planet has to be the dominant gravitational body in their orbit around the sun. This means that the planet has to cruise its orbit while consuming or slaying or throwing away smaller objects in its orbit path. Considering its size, kasi maliit nga si Pluto, Pluto is not big enough to clear its neighborhood properly. Walang kakayahan si Pluto clear out everything on its orbit. No? So meaning, sa isang orbit niya, may posibilidad na marami itong kasama. Though planet Pluto is not considered as major or true planet, planet Pluto do meet the International Astronomical Union's criteria for being a dwarf planet. It revolves around the sun, it is not a natural satellite, and it has a mass to be round in shape. So again, planet Pluto is now considered a dwarf planet. What happens to Pluto class would really prove that there are lots more things to be discovered in our solar system. For sure, science will continue exploring what's more about our solar system. Now let's go back to our inner planets. These inner planets are considered as the closer to the sun. And of course, these are smaller in size. And these are rock-like structures and dense. Mabibigat ito class and composed of rocks. Now, the four inner planets, Mercury, the Venus, the Earth, and the Mars are also called terrestrial planets. They are called terrestrial planets because their surfaces are solid and mostly made up of silicate rocks, while their cores are made up of iron and nickel. Now, the outer planets class are farther away from the sun. These are also planets which are larger in size and made up mostly of gases. These planets include Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And these are sometimes called as Jovian planets or gas giants. They are called Jovian planets or gas giants because they are very large and are mostly made up of gas. They are huge planets. They are big planets class with dense core wrapped by thick gaseous materials. As we all know, the average distance of planet Earth from the Sun is about 93 million miles, or that's 149,600,000 kilometers. A simplified number is used to describe planet's distance from the Sun. Kasi medyo mahaba kasi class kung gagamitin natin ang kilometers in determining the distance from the Sun. Kaya ang ginawa ng astronomers, gumawa sila ng isang unit para mas-simplify pa ang pag-illustrate ng distance between planets or between heavenly bodies. And this is called Astronomical Unit or AU. Astronomical unit is the length equal to the average distance of the Earth from the Sun. So meaning, yung distance ng Sun at saka Earth ay siyang ginawang 1 astronomical unit ng ating astronomers. Again, 1 astronomical unit is more or less equal to almost 150 million kilometers. So, instead of saying 150 million kilometers, ang layo ng Earth sa Sun, pwede itong sabihin na ang distance ng Earth from the Sun is 1 astronomical unit. So, ang ginamit na reference para sa astronomical unit ay ang distance ng Earth sa Sun. Again, Earth is assigned as 1 AU or 1 astronomical unit. Of course, the planet closer to the Sun has less than 1 astronomical unit. Of course, yung location na malapit sa Sun, just like yung location ng Mercury at saka ng Venus, less than 1 ang astronomical unit nito, ang distance nito. Pero, yung mga planets naman just like Mars until Neptune would have a distance greater than 1 AU. So meaning yung distance ng Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune would be more than 1 astronomical unit. Again, yung 1 astronomical unit ay ang distance ng Earth sa Sun. Now, specifically, 1 astronomical unit is about 150 million kilometers. Instead of writing those numbers, medyo madami na kasi yung zero class, di ba? Mahirap nang isulat kapag malayo na talaga ang isang planeta sa Sun. So, ang ginamit ng ating astronomers, 1 AU na lang. So, 1 AU is the distance of Earth from the Sun. Using astronomical unit class would help our scientists, our astronomers, keep the numbers manageable or smaller because the distances in the solar system are very large. Napakalayo na kasi yung mga distances involved class when you talk about heavenly bodies. Kaya para hindi tayo ma-overwhelm sa mga numbers na ating gagamitin, ang ginawa ng ating mga astronomers ay gumamit na lang ng astronomical unit. This table class shows the number in kilometer, in astronomical unit, and scale distances in centimeters. Now, sa nakikita ninyo, yung Earth, for example, has 14.96 times 10 to the exponent 7 kilometer average distance from the Sun. Ang ibig sabihin ng 14.96 dito class ay 149,600,000 kilometers ang distance ng Earth sa Sun. Pero, instead of using this large number, again, 1 AU na lang ang ginamit dito. Kung napapansin ninyo. At yung 1 AU naman ay ang equivalent ay 1 centimeter. Ano ba yung importance nito, class? Yung centimeter at milliliter dito. Ito kasi yung gagamitin natin, class, kapag mag-construct na tayo ng model ng solar system mamaya. We will use centimeters for that. So again, yung 1 AU dito, class, ay equivalent ng almost 150 million kilometers. Kung magko-construct tayo ng model ng solar system, ang gagamitin natin for the distance of Earth and the Sun would be 1 centimeter. Okay, we will do the same in other planets also. Planet sizes, class, can be determined by its diameter. Yung diameter ang basihan natin, class, sa pag-determine kung gaano kalaki ang isang planet, di ba? A diameter is the distance from one end of a circle or a sphere to another side passing through the middle, just like you see here on the screen. So this is the diameter of our planet Earth. You have to know this class because later on, gagamitin natin yung idea ng diameter in constructing also our model of our solar system. So hindi pwedeng pare-pareho lahat ang sizes ng ating planets na gagawin. Kasi nga, alam nyo na our planets have different sizes. So dapat sa model na gagawin natin later on, kinakailangang alam mo din kung paano gawin at kung ano ang mga sizes ng ating mga planets. Ang table namang ito, class, ang nagpapakita ng mga diameter or sizes ng ating mga planets. Just like here, this is the diameter of our planets in kilometers. Pero, we will use this measure, this relative diameter compared to the Earth. And this is equal to 1 centimeter. Yung diameter ng Earth, class, ang ginamit natin para i-compare ang mga diameters ng ating ibang mga planeta. Ang diameter ng ating planet Earth, which is 12,750, we will use this as 1. Ito ang basihan natin na measurement sa mga diameter ng ibang planeta. So of course, kung mas malaki ang isang planeta kaysa sa Earth, ibig sabihin, more than 1 ang measurement niya. Kung mas maliit ang isang planeta kaysa sa planet Earth, less than 1 naman ang makikita mo sa side na to. Just like here. Diba? Mas malaki ang Earth kaysa sa Mercury, Venus, at saka Mars. So, try to observe its measurement here. Its measurement relative to the diameter of the Earth. Diba? Less than 1 din. Yung ibang mga planeta ay more than 1. So, each relative diameter compared to the planet Earth is equivalent to 1 centimeter also, class. Okay? Para mas madali sa ating isukat mamaya ang sizes ng planets natin. Okay, this time, let's answer the what's more part of your module. Now, in this activity, class, you will need the following materials. 1/2 of the Manila paper or old newspaper will do. Yung ruler, make sure na yung ruler nyo may centimeter na part. Also, the thread or a string, pwede din. Glue. And of course, coloring material. Okay, so ito yung mga kailangan yung materials in constructing our activity, in constructing our model of solar system later on. We will use this table as reference in constructing our model of solar system. This will be used as reference in terms sa distance ng planet from the Sun. Okay, sa Mercury ito, and so on and so forth. So direction, we will construct a model of solar system showing the relative distances of planets from the Sun and their relative sizes. Okay? So, hindi pwede basta-basta tayong maka-construct lang at kung saan-saan lang natin ilalagay yung ating planet. Kinakailangang i-measure natin yan gamit nga yung table kanina na ipinakita ko, no? Para makita talaga natin kung ano yung mga distance, gaano kalayo ang ating mga planet sa isa't isa from the Sun. So of course, after preparing all the materials needed for the activity, then we will do the activity now. Of course, using your Manila paper. So at the center, we will draw a sun. Okay? Gumuhit ka ng araw sa Manila paper. It would be better kung sa center mo, iguguhit. After drawing the sun, we will measure now the distances of our planets from the Sun. Pero dito, magmamark muna tayo. We will use mark first in labeling our planets. Hindi muna tayo gagawa ng mga planets class, kundi mamarkahan na muna natin kung saan natin ilalagay yung ating planets later on. So we will use a ruler, okay, as you see here. So we will construct first the location of the Earth. Now, ito yung sun natin. So, gamit yung ating distance earlier na 1 centimeter is equivalent to 1 astronomical unit, right? And 1 astronomical unit, that's the distance of Earth from the Sun. So, dito natin ilalagay ang ating Earth. Okay? Mamarkahan na muna natin yan. Okay? So, para hindi natin makalimutan, lagyan natin ng Earth dyan. So, again, 1 centimeter ang measure niyan. Next, punta tayo sa Mercury. Ang Mercury naman, class, ang equivalent distance naman niya from the Sun is 0.38. So, gamit yung ating roller. So, less than 1 siya. So, ito siya, class. No? So, yan siya. So, lalagyan natin siya ng mark. Yan. So, we will label it as Mercury. Yan yung distance ng Mercury sa Sun. Punta naman tayo sa planet Venus. Yung Venus naman, class, ay 0.72. So, ito siya, class. Yan. So, from here, going here, yung distance ng ating Venus sa Sun. So, we will put a mark dyan at we will label it as Venus. Okay? So, I hope you are following. Next, punta tayo sa distance ng Mars. Ang Mars naman ay mas malayo sa Earth. So, expect ka na more than 1 centimeter ang measurement niyan. So, meaning that's 1.5 centimeters. So, gamit ang ating ruler. So, ito yung 1 at saka ito yung 0.5. So, 1.5 ang measurement ng ating distance between Mars and Sun. So, lalagyan natin yan ng mark dyan at we will label it as Mars. So, let's have Jupiter. Yung Jupiter naman ay 5.2 centimeters. So, gamit pa din ang ating ruler. If this is our 5 centimeter here, we will mark this part as our location of the Jupiter. Yan. Okay? Next. Punta tayo sa location ng Saturn. Ang Saturn naman ay 9.5 astronomical unit or ang equivalent yan sa ating measurement dito ay 9.5 centimeter. So, 9.5 saan? Yung 9.5, ito yung 1. Dito siya matatagpuan. Yan. So, we will label it as Saturn. Okay? Next, we have Uranus. Yung Uranus naman ay 19.2 astronomical unit. So, that's 19.2 centimeter. So, ito, class. So, 19 na siya. Ito yung centimeter. So, banda dito siya. Yan. So, we will label it as Uranus. Next. And the last we have Neptune. So, ito na yung Neptune. So, Neptune is 30.1 centimeter or 30.1 astronomical unit. So, yan na yan. So, that's the location of planet Neptune. Okay? So, hindi pa tayo gumagawa ng mga planets kasi yung mga planets natin may mga iba't ibang sizes din. So, dapat naka-reflect din yan dito sa ating gagawing model. So, we will measure now the sizes of the planets by drawing a circle. And of course, we will design later on the circle that you will be making but following the relative sizes of each planet. Okay? And we will use this table in making our planets. Okay, let's make the Earth. So, yung measurement ng ating Earth ay 1 centimeter ang kanyang diameter. So, from here to here. So, yan yung diameter ng ating planet Earth. Okay? Next, let's go to Mercury. Yung Mercury naman ay 0.4 centimeter. So, ito siya, class. So, kung gagamitin mo yung ruler mo, you can measure that. No? Ito siya. 1 ito eh. So, less than 0.5 pa nga. No? Ito. So, that's the measurement of Mercury. Next, let's go to Venus. So, yung Venus naman ay 0.9. No? 0.9 centimeter. So, medyo malapit na siya sa 1. Okay? Next, let's go to Mars. Yung Mars naman ay 0.5. No? The second smallest planet in the solar system. So, 0.5 siya yan. Yung Mercury kasi kanina 0.4, di ba? So, that's it. So, kumpleto na ang ating mga inner planet. Let's go to the Jovian planets or outer planets. So, yung diameter ng ating Jupiter ay 11 centimeter. So, ito yung Jupiter natin. Kung gagamit ka ng ruler, you can measure it. No? That's 11 centimeter. Next, let's go to planet Saturn. Yung planet Saturn natin ay 9 centimeters lang. So, gamit yung ating ruler, you can measure that, yung diameter niya. And then we have planet Uranus. Yung Uranus natin ay 4 centimeters na. Okay, 4 centimeters lang. Yan. And we have the Neptune, Neptune is about 3 centimeters only. Now, kumpleto na ang ating mga planet showing its relative sizes at saka yung distances from the sun. The next thing we do is we will use a string that will be attached from each planet to the sun. And we will use the glue. Let's use this one for the Earth. Yan, attach mo yung string class. Gumamit ka ng pandikit, yung glue. Pwede mo din yung gamitin. Yan. Yan. So, sa pamamagitan ng string, malalaman mo ano yung planet na talagang malapit sa sun at saka yung pinakamalayo sa sun, di ba? Yan. This is now your model of the solar system. I hope you are following our activity there at home. Now, this time, let's have the what I have learned part of your module. Now, direction, fill in the blanks below to complete the first 3 statements and underline the correct answer inside the parentheses to complete the last 3 statements. Number 1, I have learned that the 2 groups of planets in the solar system are blank and blank. Yes, it's inner planets and outer planets. Good. Next, I have learned that the inner planets are, yes, it's small, rocky, and without rings. Very good. Next, I have learned that the outer planets are large, gaseous, and with rings. Very good. Number 4, I have learned that the inner planets are smaller, bigger than the outer planets. The answer is, yes, smaller. Next, I have learned that the inner planets are nearer, farther from the sun. Yes, it's near. Number 6, I have learned that the outer planets are nearer, farther from the sun. Very good, it's farther. Let us all read together the what I have learned part. Number 1, I have learned that the 2 groups of planets in the solar system are inner planets and outer planets. Number 2, I have learned that the inner planets are small, rocky, and without rings. Number 3, I have learned that the outer planets are large, gaseous, and with rings. Number 4, I have learned that the inner planets are smaller than the outer planets. Number 5, I have learned that the inner planets are nearer from the sun. And number 6, I have learned that the outer planets are farther from the sun. Now this time, let's have the what I can do part of your module. Direction, supply column B with the planet's corresponding distance from the sun in astronomical unit and arrange the planet in order in column C by providing their position from the sun. Write first, second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. So we will identify the astronomical unit in each planet here. So for letter B, for column B, we have the Saturn is 9.5 astronomical unit. The Earth, of course, is 1 astronomical unit. Mercury is 0.38 astronomical unit. Number 4, we have Mars. Mars is 1.5 astronomical unit. Venus is 0.72 astronomical unit. Neptune, 30.1 astronomical unit. Jupiter is 5.2 astronomical unit. And we have Uranus is 19.2 astronomical unit. So we will arrange now. First, we have Mercury. Second is Venus. Third is Earth. Fourth is Mars. Fifth is Jupiter. Sixth is Saturn. Seventh is Uranus. And Neptune is in eighth position. Let's have your assessment. Let's see how much you've learned about our lesson for this week. Now, just write the letter of your choice in your paper, okay? Write the letter only. And your time starts now. That's all for this week, class. Thank you so much for participating. Have a blessed week ahead. Don't forget to stay home and be safe always.